the Hornets. Eric Gordon, the injury problems, not only his knee, but ankle and back as well. Finished the season 27-55. The Southwest Division is tough. The name change. Mr. Benson, not a big Hornets fan. They go with Pelicans. And you see some of the players they've acquired, like Tyreke Evans and Jrue Holiday, the aforementioned. So spread your wings, Pelicans, and that includes you, Jrue.
I think it's just try to do whatever it takes to help my team out. Obviously, teams have egos. They have guys who want to be the man and all that. I don't really think that that's me. I want to be kind of the guy who does whatever it takes for the team to win.
I think I fit in a good part of the team, especially in the guard play. Just being a big guard that can do multiple things on the court, and as far as switching, bringing the ball up, playing shooting guard from changing positions, playing the 1, 2, or the 3. I think, it's going to have problems with other teams, trying to guard us.
Tyreke fits in well with the team because he likes to, I think, get up and down, and that's what we're going to be doing this year. Last year we really didn't do that. We were kind of a slower-paced team. Now I think we're going to be a little bit smaller than most teams, but I think that can play to our advantage.
I think our style is, up and down. We're trying to run and trying to fly, like a Pelican. We're just trying to go. I think we got a lot of guys on our team who are quick and fast, and very athletic. So we're trying to run, get easy buckets as quick as we can.
Okay, here's a working depth chart for the Pelicans. Gets a little more crowded in the backcourt now, and don't hold us to this particular starting lineup because Tyreke may start, and then we'll see if the whole Holiday, Gordon, Evans trio works out. When he's healthy, Jason Smith may start in place of Steemsma, who's come over as a free agent. Davis, he floats from 4 to 5. So let me ask the experts here, and we'll start with Jrue Holiday. Love his attitude. And Derek, last year, 17, 4, and 8 assists a game. He played on a Sixer team that had absolute chaos all around it with Bynum, with Coach Collins, and he never griped and became an all-star. That's why I appreciate him.
And through there, he proves to you that he's a winning point guard. Right. Number one, he doesn't play the point position at the same speed, something a lot of young point guards need to understand. You have to change your speeds. Ask Mark Jackson. He was perfect at that. You throw in the fact that this kid can shoot the basketball from the outside, which keeps your defense honest. I like what Kyrie had to say, because he's talking about defensively being like size where they can switch a lot of pick and roll situations, a lot of things on the perimeter, which really puts your defense in a strong position.
Well, it's going to be interesting because when you look at the Western Conference, obviously Dwight Howard, you look at Pau Gasol. So will they play a lot of small ball if Davis is going to be at the 5? You want to have Tyreke and Gordon on the floor as much as possible. Let's not forget about Ryan Anderson. He stretches the floor and knocks down threes and opens up those lanes so those guards can operate. So somehow you have to figure out how can you get all these guys on the floor but still be solid on the defensive side, knowing that you're going to be playing a lot of small ball.
Right, but it sounds like they have options. And speaking of Evans, 25-5 as a rookie, former rookie of the year. Does this work in New Orleans? Can you see him really blossoming and getting himself out of a situation like he was in Sacramento?
Well, if you've worked on your outside shot, it's been the same thing we've been talking about from day one since he's come in the NBA, but the way Jrue Holiday plays, the way Eric Gordon plays, when they're in their one-on-one mode or they're doing pick and roll, when they turn that screen, you have to be able to knock down that perimeter jump shot consistently. I think that would help Tyreke's game.
And the other thing is that they're talking about a fast pace. And you know as well as I know, when you're trying to play up and down the court, the thing that comes into play is turning the basketball over. And I think that, again, that's where Holiday is going to help this basketball team tremendously. He doesn't turn it over. He makes good decisions, and that's important trying to be a running team.
I think the wild card, and correct me if I'm wrong, might be Eric Gordon. And you wonder if he's motivated, if he's going to be healthy this year. He really has to come through, I would think, for this Pelicans team.
At this point, you hope so. The injuries are hopefully behind him as a player. When he's healthy, he's a pretty solid player at that two-guard position, can score in a lot of different ways, can shoot the basketball from deep, which stretches the defense, of course, but he has the ability to create offense off the dribble as well for other people. So he's a big piece to what the Pelicans want to be as a team.
Let's remind people. The trade doesn't go down with Chris Paul unless Eric Gordon's in the trade. So Eric Gordon has to come out and play at a high level, show the people he's earned that contract he got a few years ago, and play like an all-star type. Play up to that talent and potential we thought you can be, then now you got to serve for back.
With passion.
Exactly.
Engage. Act like you want to be on the basketball court. Act like you enjoy playing the game, as if you were a kid.
Sure. You talked about the contract. I don't really like to bring up money, but we've talked about this.
Yeah,
$14 million this year for Eric Gordon.
Let's not talk about it.
You should be. You don't need an alarm clock. Get up and at him. I'm ready to go.